Today we are making the McDonald's sausage breakfast burrito at home. Let's go. Listen, I wanted to add a little bit more sauce to More Seasoning. That's why we started this series. It's gonna be dedicated to remaking the most fire, I know you guys get on me about saying fire, but seriously, the most fire meals from restaurants and fast food chains. I wanna show you guys how to make them at home and with fresh ingredients. Before we jump into that though, make sure you scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you comment and let me know what you wanna see me remake. Today, we're doing the McDonald's sausage breakfast burrito, and it's time that we break this thing down. Let's go. Here is our breakfast burrito. Let's get ready to rip into this thing. No, we literally have to rip into this thing because it was stuck together. Anyway, let's look at the components of this real quick. So we've definitely got some fluffy scrambled eggs right here. We've got some little balls of pork or sausage. If we continue to look, I noticed that we had some chilies and some bell pepper in here as well. And along the back, yes, that creamy consistency, that is American cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Just to verify and double check what they had, I looked on their website and it does give you the ingredients. If you look here, it says scrambled egg, sausage, and vegetable mix. And then in the ingredients, it does say onions. However, I did not see any in mine, so let's go ahead and put this together ourselves. Let's get saucy and make these tortillas from scratch. We'll start with 1.5 cups of flour, then we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of sea salt, then we're gonna whisk our problems away. Listen, traditionally, we're gonna use pork lard for the fat in this, but not everybody has that available, so we're gonna use some Crisco shortening, and we are gonna use 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of shortening, and then we're gonna mix this in by hand. You're just gonna mix the flour in, pinch that Crisco. We're gonna just kind of get as much of the flour incorporated with that Crisco as possible, and then we're slowly gonna add in half a cup of warm to hot water just to kind of blend everything together. Add in a little bit at a time. Use that hand. It's gonna be really, really tacky and sticky to start with. You're just gonna have to keep working it and keep working it. Slap it like you're pissed off. So once it starts to come together, we're gonna throw it on the cutting board, and we are gonna knead this dough for 6 to 8 minutes. Listen, it's gonna be sticky, it's gonna be tacky, it's gonna be annoying at first, but just keep pushing through, and after about 6 to 8 minutes, it'll get nice and smooth like Usher. Yeah. Once it does, we're gonna throw that into a ball, set it on the side, and cover it for 10 minutes with a damp towel. All right, let's get into the veggies. We're gonna start with the green bell pepper. We're gonna cut off 1/4 of that. Then we're gonna cut it into strips. Then we're gonna cross cut it into cubes into the bowl, baby. Then we're gonna do the same thing with a red bell pepper, but don't eat the sticker because plastic's not good for your body. Yeah, into a bowl. Anyway, I was playing Where's Waldo with the onion earlier, so we're only gonna do a little bit, a couple slices here, a couple slices there, and then we're just gonna slide a little bit of that onion into the bowl. Next, hatch green chilies. We're gonna do a teaspoon. Right into that bowl, beautiful. Next stop, the pork palace. That's right, we're recreating those little sausage balls that are inside the burrito with some ground mild Italian pork. And that is exactly what we're doing. We just got some little balls of pork in a bowl. Next, we are gonna crack 2 huevos into a bowl. Fellas, make sure it's eggs. Then we're gonna add a pinch of salt and beat it like Lil Wayne did that felony case. Let's go. Time to make the dough strip. Off comes the rag, on goes the flour. We're gonna go ahead and flour our cutting board and cut this into quarters. We're weighing them out. We wanna get them between 75 and 80 grams per tortilla. Go ahead and roll them into balls. When you get them there, add a little bit more flour, and we are gonna push down with our palm and start to roll. Now listen, disclaimer, I am top tier ass when it comes to rolling a good tortilla. I can't get these things round if you held a gun to my head, so hopefully a hitman doesn't hear that. On a serious note, the only other objective we have besides getting this round is to get these as thin as possible. I'm serious, I want these to be almost see-through and the edges like mushed into the cutting board. Once you get it there, you're going to carefully, and I mean carefully, peel this off and onto some parchment paper. All right, our prep work is done. The tortillas are by the stove. Let's cook this thing up, come on. We got a super hot pan on medium-high heat that we're adding the sausage balls into. We're just gonna keep those moving for the next 5 or 6 minutes. When you think that they are cooked all the way through, give the thickest one a cut. If it's good, toss them into a bowl with a lid. Next, we're shooting some avocado oil onto that same pan and adding our peppers and onions in. We're gonna toss them around. Listen, we don't want them cooked all the way through. We want them to have a little bit of crunch to them. a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We're gonna toss, 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 just like this. Before they get too soft, we add them to our bowl. Let's pause for a second. We want our burritos to look like this, right? Nice, charred, flexible, springy. We wanna be able to wrap that burrito without it ripping, right? Well, in order for you to do that, you need a hot pan, like all the way hot, and you want to throw your tortilla on there for 12 to 15 seconds and no longer. Seriously, I know it sounds like I'm lying, but I'm not. You just want to see a few little bubbles pop up on there, and that is it, guys. Throw it under a cloth into a pan. We want to let them steam and become soft. Again, throw it on there, 12 to 15 seconds at most. Flip it, let it sit for another 12 to 15, and that thing is seriously done. Throw it back in there and cover it up so they can get soft. On a medium heat, we got a couple knobs of butter. When they're fully melted, drop those eggs in. When the eggs start to cook, we're gonna continue to move them around. We wanna go ahead and get a nice soft scramble. Once they start to firm up, add your cheese, fold it over. We're gonna steam them for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to just kind of mash our eggs around, get that cheese to melt, let it hit the bottom of that hot pan. We just want to get this fully incorporated and nice and gooey. Again, we'll hit the pan for 30 seconds and we are pretty much good to go. That cheese is fully melted and it looks absolutely beautiful. Get ready, it is time to roll. Grab your tortilla and load it with mountains of cheesy soft scramble. Shower it in peppers and onions and sausage. Pinch the sides in, grab the back, roll it like your life depends on it. Use those fingers to tuck everything in. Look at that. That is well, I mean, it could be better, but hey, it's the inside that counts, right? That's what they told us in school. Hey, let's cut this baby open, and there it is, the cheesy 5-star breakfast burrito that you all deserve. Seriously, tell Mickey D's to kick rocks because this shit's hot. All right, here we are. We are about to do the taste test. We have got our final version of our sausage breakfast burrito versus McDonald's. I'm not the best burrito roller by any means, but let's talk about flavor real quick. Let's cut into this. Oh, that versus what? What? The most important part, taste test. Let's go. Those cheesy eggs, those very lightly sauteed peppers. Oh my God. It tastes real. Do we really need to compare? We have got a beautifully cheesy scrambled egg with some peppers, a little bit of onion, some sausage in there. Like, this is looking incredible versus this. This shit hitting like Mike Tyson. Now listen, you can add whatever you want to this. You can add hot sauce, you can add different vegetables, you can add ground turkey instead of ground pork if you don't like pork. Like, there's so many things you can do to this. This is the baseline though, and I promise if you make it just like this, it's fire. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching this at-home series, the first of many really dope videos on More Seasoning. If you made it this far and you enjoy the content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below. Let me know what you want me to make next. Hey, my name is Farnum. This is More Seasoning. We out. Goodbye.